What's going on, party people? My name is Solomon. I am an artist, and thus I go by Solomon the Artiste. Well, today is the 14th, which means I am currently in my 13th day of water fasting, and I'm gonna speak about yesterday, which was my 12th day of water fasting. And bruh, it was rough. It was rough, but it wasn't so much rough because of the fast. Well, that's a yes and a no. So basically, here's what went down yesterday. First of all, I apologize. I'm not gonna front. I pretty much woke up and decided I'm gonna shoot this video now because today I gotta work. I've got to work, and so I need to shave my face and shave my head. And I don't know how I'm gonna make it through this shift because I think I need to stand up for 8 hours straight. And, you know, simply holding my arms up can be a struggle while on this fast because, you know, it takes a lot of energy, you know. So we're gonna see, we're gonna find out what happens. Tomorrow's video might be an interesting video. We'll see what happens. Nonetheless, yesterday I had decided that I was gonna just take the whole weekend, yesterday and Saturday, to just rest. Today's Monday, and I ended up having my father ask me if I could help him with a moving some friend of his from one place to another. And I got nervous at first because I'm like, you know, I'm on a fast. I only have but so much strength. But before I could say anything else, he said, you know, I don't need you to help me move anything. I just need, someone to drive. So I said, okay, sure, I can do that. That's not a problem. So we leave. This is all in the evening. And well, first of all, in the daytime, I was really able to just chill and relax and rest and drink my water and just go about my day. Like I was fine. I will say this, during the day, I had moments where I felt a little nervous because my heart would pound. Like it was pounding more than like ever before. But I do realize that when I do anything that is manual, even just, you know, if I run up the stairs like a little too fast, my heart pounds like tremendously, like as if it wants to come out of my chest. And I do remember another YouTuber speaking about this happening to him. He did, I think, like a 30-day fast or a 40-day fast. I don't remember exactly. I promise I will actually look up his name. His name is right here. I promise. See? And so either way, that was the only thing that happened to me in respect to the fast yesterday before going to help my dad with this removal. So this was all in the evening. We were supposed to leave and go pick up 2 other people to come and help him to move stuff. And so we leave a little before 6 and we go to pick up one person, and he gives us directions to his place. He tells us to come down one street and make a left. It turned out that we were supposed to make a right. How do you not know where you live? But that's neither here nor there. We finally pull up in front of his house, and all of a sudden, hey, since we're on the way to this place, I have, you know, my niece, my nephew, this person, that person, their mother with me, and they need a ride to get home, and they live over here, which is not, it's literally where they want to go is out of our way, and we're already running late for this removal. And my father's like, I don't have time for that. I'm sorry, I don't have time for that. I need to go to this place, and I'm supposed to already be there, and you said that you were going to help me, and you're getting paid, so what's happening? And this dude is like, well, you know, it's not that big of a deal, you know, we can just, you know, go, you know, it's just an extra 15 minutes. My dad's like, it's an extra 15 minutes, that's probably gonna come out of the pay. So what's going on? What are you doing? What's happening, you know? Mind you, no, my dad's not a moving company, or he doesn't have a moving company or anything like that. He's pretty much just helping a friend get out of a bad situation. You know, your landlord might be terrible, so you got to move quickly. So he was just helping a friend, you know, being the Christian that he is. So finally, I just got to the point where I looked at my dad and I was like, look, I don't have much strength, but I will help you, all right? My father had told me that we're basically just moving a bed out of the space. And it was a queen size bed, and it's a light bed from what I understand. So I said, you know what? I should be able to do that much at least. So let's just go. And this guy's just on the phone acting like we're being, a problem because we can't just give them a ride. No, absolutely not. And I was driving, so I told my dad, look, they got $20 because they sure would have had to pay the taxi. About $20 for that ride. They probably would have paid a little less for an Uber or something, but I don't care. You're annoying me. You want this ride and you're making me late, and I just want to get back home so that I can get back to my resting. You got $20, I'll give you the ride. And they clearly didn't want to spend the money. They were clearly just looking for a free ride, taking advantage of the situation. So I just said, you know what, I'm driving off. Drove off. So another person we were supposed to pick up, they just were a no-show. So it turned out to be just me and my dad, and so we get to the place to pick up this woman, and my dad tells her, hey, your son is there, right? Let your son, come and help. And I'm like surprised. I'm like, first of all, why do we have to tell you to tell your son to come and help you to move you and your stuff collectively from one place to another? That's your son. Your son should want to help you. That should be automatic. So I'm looking at her sideways and I'm looking at him sideways. So he comes out. We finally get to their previous apartment to pick up their stuff. My dad lied to me. It was not just a bed. It was a bed. It was a dresser. It was a TV. It was bins full of stuff. 3 suitcases. Just a bunch of stuff, and nothing was necessarily light. And I'm feeling embarrassed because I know they're looking at me. First of all, they're looking at me because I'm this big, tall dude, and I got on my winter coat, so I know I look like I'm just a big dude in general. And they're looking at me like I'm either they're looking at me like I'm just like a softie, a weakling or something, or they're looking at me like I'm lazy. And I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, that's not the case. First of all, I wasn't supposed to help y'all move stuff. Secondly, I don't have the strength, and it's none of your business that I'm on this fast. So I'm not going to tell you that just to, suffice myself from the way that you're looking at me, And on top of that, I was annoyed because we brought the boy, her son, to help move their stuff, and he don't want to do nothing. Like, legit, I'm thinking, okay, good, it's 3 of us here, we can move this bed, because even the bed, first of all, the bed was not light. And that's not the first time my dad has done something like this to me, just kind of water out the situation just to get me into it. It's fine though. At this point in my life, I'm just used to it. But the first thing he says very quickly, this boy who should be helping his mom, is, oh, I can't lift that. I can't lift it. I'm. What you mean? It's 3 of us that'd be lifting it. What you mean? Would you believe that boy literally did not help? And at that point, I'm like, no, I can't hold my tongue. And at that point, my dad's getting nervous because, anyone who knows me knows that if I get to I'm an extremist, basically. I either say nothing or I say everything. So if I say everything, you're probably gonna hate me because I ain't holding back, So either way, we finally finish packing the van full of their stuff, and we get to the house that they're living in now. This stinking boy runs up first of all, I'm looking and I'm like, hold up. So at least at the first house, there were no stairs to go up or down. At this new house, we got to go up the stairs at the front of the house, then we got to go up the stairs to get into the house. And I looked at my dad, I said, so who's gonna go up those stairs lifting this stuff? Yeah, either way, trust me, I'm telling this story, it means something, you know, it's I'm getting to it in respect to the fast. So we get there, he runs up the stairs, her son, and there is apparently another boy living there, and they're both like clearly like, you know, 16-year-old teenagers, you know, and they are so freaking lazy. Like, I didn't understand it. Like, it's their stuff and they don't want to help carry their stuff. If they hired a moving company, that'd be one thing. You not even hired, you asked for help, you know. And yes, they were paying, because Lord knows I wasn't going to put myself through that kind of stress for free. But I was just like, well, I'm not running up and down them stairs, especially because in my mind I was like, they're not going to help to bring up that dresser, and they're not going to help to bring up that bed. So I said, well, I know they're expecting me to go up and down that stairs and expecting my dad to go up and down that stairs. Mind you, my dad himself, he has, you know, some health issues, so he technically shouldn't be doing this stuff at all either. And they know this. But, you know, some people are just disgusting like that. Like them. But so I said I'm gonna like lead by example. So I said, well, I'm gonna start bringing stuff out the van, and I just put it at their doorway, and I'm just leaving it there, and they're looking like as if that, like, they expected me to bring it up the stairs, and I just got my whole face on, just putting stuff at the door, and her sons are looking at me like I'm doing something wrong. The mother actually says to me, oh, this is going up into the room. I said, okay, it's right here at the door for you. And I just kept about my business, bringing stuff to the door. And like the sons are looking at me like they want to like knock me out or something. And in my head, I'm thinking, I wish you would. I really wish you would. You know, because anyone who knows me, again, I'm not one to fight. I will mess up your rear. I will destroy you with a police record. No shame about it. Point blank, you know. So finally we put everything at the door. They're bringing stuff upstairs, and I said to my dad, like, look, there's two boys up there. The least they can do is help with the dresser. And I see it in his face. He's like, that's my dad. Eventually I just gave up. I said, you know what, let's just bring this up the stairs real quick, because I don't want to, I just can't deal out. I'm tired of these people. They're disgusting, they're rude, they're just ungrateful. So my father and I fight through our physical pain to bring this dresser up the stairs. We get it up the stairs, and I'm thinking, okay, the boys can at least bring the dresser simply to the bedroom. They don't have to bring it up any stairs. They can do that. We get up the stairs. These two stinking idiotic boys are playing video games in the living room in front of our faces. So you know what I did? First of all, I felt like I was having heart palpitations, like legit. I'm on a fast. I only have but so much strength, you know? And on top of that, I mentioned a couple of videos ago that I went into a deli, and the fried food made me feel like I wanted to pass out. It made me nauseous. It made me weak. It made me just feel, it was just disgusting. Their entire house smelled like fried chicken, and not even good fried chicken. As a matter of fact, when they got into the van the first time when we picked them up to go to their previous place to pick up their stuff, they both smelled like fried chicken, and it made me so nauseous driving the van. However, I saw that they weren't going to come help with the dresser. I don't know if they helped at all to push it into the room. I suspect that the mother actually had to help my father bring it into her bedroom. But I did start feeling weak at the moment. I started feeling like I wanted to pass out. So that, because of the smells of the fried chicken, so that in conjunction with my heart pounding so fast, because it felt like my heart wanted to pound out of my chest. You know, I just was like, I gotta run outside. I can't breathe. And I just ran down the stairs and went outside so that I could catch my breath, you know, away from the chicken. And I think it was a conjunction of the smell of the chicken, my heart pounding so fast from the heavy lifting, and me just being getting upset and annoyed at these ungrateful people, you know. So my dad comes back out, asking me if I'm all right, and I was fine. I told him, yeah, I'm fine, but he could see that I was just annoyed because I'm like, yo, they're really not gonna help with this heavy stuff. Like, they're sitting up there, her idiotic sons are sitting up there playing video games, and at this point, like, the only thing we had left to bring up was the bed. And I was like, let me just do it. I want to get out of their space. I don't want to see these people ever again. I don't care to see them again. I just want to get away. So I fight through and I help my dad to bring the bed up the stairs. And mind you, as we're bringing the bed up the stairs, I'm just feeling out of it, you know, mash up, as a Jamaican would say, because I'm on the fast. I know the health issues my dad has, and I see his physical reaction, and in my head I start worrying, because in my mind I just start thinking, oh crap, I don't think my father can handle this. We might end up bringing him home in an ambulance. Like, I could see he's like trying to fight through. And I'm like, don't fight through on my behalf, you know. I'm just feeling the way I feel because I'm fasting. You actually have health issues and you should not be doing this. But my dad is one of those people who, it's a beautiful thing that he refuses to get into his health issues, but at the same time, you're of a certain age and you should only do but so much, you know. But again, them boys, they did not help with the bed. Brought it into the bedroom, laid it on the that's me and my dad, brought it into the bedroom, laid it, you know, where it needed to go. And I just wanted to get out of that space. Again, it smelled like fried chicken, made me feel like I wanted to pass out, and I just walked out the house. I didn't say bye to nobody, I didn't look at nobody, I just they looked at me as if I was rude. You know what? Yes, absolutely, I was rude. I can't deal with y'all. Y'all are just disgusting, ungrateful folk, and I'll pray for you, you know. The only plus out of all of this was that, like, my dad had promised to give me like a certain amount of money for helping, and since the two other men that were supposed to come and help move didn't come, we only had to split the payment in half as opposed to fours. So I got a good chunk of money out of it, at least, you know, so I can't complain on that note. But that's what I had to do yesterday whilst on my fast. And it's like common sense, you know, I get it. You're fasting, you're denying yourself food. So no, you shouldn't be doing any heavy lifting. And I knew this too, because even when I lift my dumbbells, like I've mentioned in other videos, even if I do just the 10 reps, like within like 4 reps, I'm feeling like I should stop, but I fight through to the 10 rep, because I don't know, it's just me being stubborn, just me trying to prove to myself that I can do this, just trying to prepare myself, so to speak, for what's to come after the fast. You know, I have plans to just become a different physical person, you know. But yesterday was just a whole different story. It was a lot, you know. And no, I'll never do something like that again if I'm on a fast. It was, I mean, no. You know, and it's like, it was just disgusting. Like, you asked for help to get from one place to another because you were, from the story I heard, you know, their living situation in the previous home was just one that no one should be in. And you're acting like this when you're receiving help? No, it's disgusting. Y'all are terrible. No, I have no shame in saying it. Either way, back to me and my fast. So it was petrifying though. because when I would lift, while lifting that heavy bed and probably, you know what, it probably wasn't as heavy as it obviously was heavy to me yesterday because I genuinely have no strength. People think I'm exaggerating when I say I have no strength. Like, even standing can be an ordeal, you know? So I get nervous taking the train because if I can't have a seat, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because that's a whole ordeal, having to stand up and hold yourself while the train is, you know, moving and jerking around and all that stuff. Which is why I opt to just, you know, when I have to go to this particular job, I just take, even though the end of the train ride will take me like an additional 10 minutes to walk from the stop to the job, whereas if I were to transfer, I could be let off literally 1 minute, 30 seconds to a minute walk away from the job. I'd rather just stay on the one train, not the one train, on the F train, and just do the 10-minute walk, because walking, I'm fine if I'm walking. If I'm standing still for some reason, it's a lot, but if I'm walking, I'm fine. You know, as long as I'm mobile, but not exertingly mobile, I'm good. You know, and I do understand you should be mobile to a certain extent while fasting. You can't just sit still. You know, you still have to, because you lose muscle mass while you're fasting. You know, and if you're not moving at all, then you're just pretty much sending yourself to a unintentional vegetable state. You know. So yeah, I digress. So I will say though, waking up this morning, I got a great, you know, night's sleep last night. Like, I slept, which makes sense, you know, even though it makes sense. Physically, I did a lot, you know, whilst on this fast yesterday, but I will say I woke up my heart feeling a lot stronger, you know, just, I don't know if it's like a thing of just preparing for, you know, what if something happens again today, you know, I don't know. But where are we at? Oh crap, I didn't realize it was that long a video. So yeah, so basically what I experienced yesterday, I felt my heart pounding super hard during the day before I did any of this removal. While doing the removal, definitely felt my heart pounding. Like, it made me nervous, super nervous, how hard my heart was pounding, especially while lifting, you know, the heavy furniture and whatever. And today I feel oddly renewed. It was almost as if I needed to do that, you know. I don't think I would do that again on a fast, but it just, I don't think I need to lift any dumbbells today also. But yeah, no, whilst you're on a fast, rest as best as you can. You know, I think the removal counted as a lot of mobile work for my body, and I have to admit, I do feel like it turned out to be somewhat of a good thing based on how I'm feeling today. Maybe it will help me make it through the work day today, because I think I need to stand for like a good 7 or 8 hours at this event, which means that I should get a pretty darn good check. And at this point, I think I'm just rambling on, so yeah, I'm gonna end this here. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you.